Circuit riding ministers were the backbone of the Methodist movement across America. There are many colorful stories about these dedicated, determined, and brave men who spent many lonely hours traveling on horseback. Ranging far and wide through villages and wilderness, they preached daily, or more often, at any site available, be it a log cabin, the local courthouse, a meeting house, or an outdoor forest setting. In the vast, unsettled lands of Texas, they brought the gospel to the spiritually hungry, brought morality to the Wild West, helped with burying the dead, and performed sometimes long-awaited marriages. Imagine how delighted the residents of the Coker settlement were when Arthur Rector added them to his circuit. The plan would be to hold all-day meetings once a month, with the Coker congregation being added to his circuit, which included Bernie, where he lived, Selma, and Lock Hill. Thus, the Coker community found their first minister, or to be more exact, he found them. Coker would be referred to as a Salado circuit. Rector traveled this circuit on horseback with a slicker and a blanket tied to his saddle. He kept his supplies in his saddlebags. According to Brother Rector, as he liked to be called, you couldn't tell a preacher from a cowboy, with their buckskin coat, leather chaps, and spurs a-jingling. They all dressed to meet whatever weather might blow up, a cold front, a hailstorm, or a cloudburst. The congregation went to church in wagons drawn by horses or oxen. Only a few people had buggies. The services were held in the first public building, which was located in the middle of our present-day Coker Cemetery. In 1883, after serving for a few months, Rector realized the need for a church building. By September 19, 1885, legal papers were drawn up, land was given as a donation by Neil and Leonard Coker, and the plan proceeded. During the next 4 years that Reverend Rector held his services, the membership more than doubled from the original 15 to nearly 40. His salary for the first year was $360 for the entire circuit. Out of this, he had to buy a horse and pay for his board and laundry. Reverend Rector remained with the Coker community for the next 4 years. He was followed by 15 more circuit ministers until the year 1909. Beginning in 1910, Coker was assigned 23 supply ministers. 38 years later, in 1948, Coker Church had 139 members and was given its own pastor, Albert R. Peterson. By 1972, the membership had grown to over 1,000 when Robert Grimes was pastor. Today, with a membership of nearly 3,000, we have 6 pastors on staff, 5 services each weekend, and the congregation dedicated to mission, serving others in the name of our Lord, caring for one another, and looking forward to future growth.